Many people mistakenly think that real estate agents just stick a sign in your yard and the house sells itself. But let's consider what talk show host and financial guru Dave Ramsey has to say about the value that real estate professionals bring to the transaction. In a recent blog, Dave Ramsey reported that the typical for sale by owner home sold in America last year for $208,000. Sellers were seeking to save a $12,480 sales commission. In the vast majority of cases, it was necessary to bring in a real estate professional to close the transaction. So the sellers actually only saved $6,240. Or did they? Ramsey went on to say that the typical home sold by a real estate professional in America last year sold for $235,000. That's a $27,000 difference. After paying a $14,100 real estate commission, sellers in these transactions netted $220,900. The seller in the previous example only netted $201,760. Let's review. The sellers represented by a real estate professional netted $19,140 more on the sale of their property, and this is after commissions. Oh, and the real estate professional handled the listing, the phone calls, the showing, the paperwork, the escrow, the closing, and on and on. The actual data that Ramsey presents paints a very different picture than the preconceived notion that most people have. In the same way that a real estate professional brings extreme value to their clients, a professional real estate photographer also brings extreme value. Sadly, many real estate professionals have had bad experiences with professional real estate photographers. Often these folks hurried through their listing, then they presented the real estate professional with photographs that were little, if any, better than the photos the agent could take for themselves. Simply having the gall to charge somebody for photographs does not make you a professional photographer. When I say professional photographer, I'm referring to the folks who consistently deliver premium quality images. To do this, the photographer usually requires a little more time at the property. Then they invest significant amounts of time editing and post-processing the images. When the agent receives their images, they are clearly superior to anything that could be taken with a cell phone or a point-and-shoot camera. I use multiple layers in Photoshop to bring out color and detail. I'll make your $80,000 listings look just as good as your $800,000 listings. If we have to photograph on a gray or misty day, that's not a problem. Gray skies can be replaced with a beautiful blue sky. I can also use ultra-wide-angle lenses to avoid the dreaded corner of the room shot. So, other than photo quality, are there any other advantages to using a professional real estate photographer? Yes. Your sellers appreciate it when you hire professionals to market their home. In the last 4 homes that I photographed where the seller and agent were present, the sellers approached the agent and thanked them for hiring a professional photographer. They went on to say, you know, we've been looking at houses online and we're amazed at how terrible the pictures are. We just skip over those listings. I also understand that I represent you. When I'm photographing a house where the seller is present, the sellers will often want to talk with me. I always make sure to try to include in the conversation something like this. You know, it's a real pleasure working with your agent. And then I'll ask them, did you know that about 90% of the people who are looking for homes begin their home search online? I'll go on to say, your agent understands that quality listing photos will help bring more full-price offers and get your home under contract sooner. Did you know that? Then I assure them, your agent has hired me to make sure that you have fabulous photographs that will sell your home quickly. Now, you tell me, how does this make the seller feel about their agent? Another benefit to using a professional photographer is that high-quality listing photographs used over time will demonstrate to your prospects your attention to detail and your consistent level of quality. Another, and probably the most important reason for you to hire a professional real estate photographer is time. To truly deliver premium quality real estate photos, there's a significant investment of time in both taking the images and then editing and processing them. As a real estate professional, would your time be better spent working with your coach or mentor, or calling expired listings, or knocking on doors in the area where you farm, or taking care of that myriad of other details that real estate professionals need to handle?